Hello guys and welcome to Fridays with EL Reports. We aim to be your proper weekend starter, kicking you off into a zone of chilling and relaxation with some of the best news across the continent. So guys, you know what we're going to do? Let's check out what's happening across Africa, and then after that, a picture of the Africa that you live in with Snapshot Africa.
An international non-profit organization, WaterAid Ghana, has launched a campaign tagged Healthy Start, which is centered on bettering the health and nutrition of babies and children 5 years and below. In the next 4 years, the campaign is expected to contribute in the fight to reduce newborn and child morbidity and mortality in Ghana, mostly by increasing access to quality water, sanitation and hygiene services. The organization's representative in Ghana, Dr. Afia Zakia, stated that poor hygiene practices and the absence of clean water and safe sanitation have been found to have a disastrous effect on the health and well-being of newborns and children, hence the interest of the group in these areas. She also referred available statistics which estimate that 19,000 Ghanaians, including 5,100 children younger than 5 years, die each year from diarrhea, mostly because of poor hygiene and unavailability of clean potable water. Dr. Afia said that deaths could easily be reduced and the health of children improved if attention was given to ensuring that health plans, policies, programs and practices took the issues of water, sanitation and hygiene, commonly referred to as WASH, as a key foundational element in public health systems, since access to clean water and safe sanitation are basic human rights, and when combined with good hygiene practices, constitute the essential tools for good health. Dr. Chaka Uzondu, the WASH and Health Focal Lead, WaterAid Ghana, added that the organization believes this problem could be resolved if all healthcare facilities in Ghana, especially the maternity sections, ensure access to clean and adequate water as well as appropriate sanitation facilities as an urgent and critical matter. Dr. Uzondu stated that WaterAid is dedicated to its mandate of impacting lives through improved access to safe water, hygiene and sanitation in some of the world's poorest communities, including Ghana. Dr. Uzondu also called for collaboration in various sectors and asked for a strong effort by government to involve WASH services in all plans to reduce undernutrition, acute malnutrition, preventable childhood diseases and newborn deaths. In Niamey, Niger's capital, thousands of people came out in a march to show solidarity with their army in the fight against insurgent group Boko Haram. The infamous group recently started attacks in Niger. The demonstrators were led by Niger's Prime Minister Brigi Rafini and were protected by heavy police presence. Amidst fears of attacks at the protest grounds from the Islamist group, the march, which held outside the parliament building in Niamey, nonetheless went on peacefully. The country's president, Mamadou Issoufou, is reported as telling the crowds that Niger will be the tomb of the Islamists. Nobody attacks Niger without punishment, and Boko Haram learned that to its cost last 6th February. He was referring to Boko Haram's attack on Niger's Difa region, which was repelled by the country's army. Some demonstrators in Niamey told the BBC of their belief in their country's army to defeat the terrorists. One person said, "What worries us most is that they are killing our brothers, our sisters, our parents and friends," while another demonstrator issued a warning to the group saying, "Don't touch our country." And it's good news from Liberia via Monrovia as thousands of children resumed learning in their various schools around the country for the first time in about 6 months. Last year, the outbreak of the Ebola virus prompted schools to be shut down till further notice. However, with the recent decline in the disease, dozens of schools reopened on Monday this week, a sign that the outbreak is ending in Liberia. At the height of the outbreak last year, hospitals were literally overflowing with cases. However, there are now only a handful of cases a week, and these are expected to reduce even further as the days go by. A student, Faith Saye, who was interviewed, said, "I feel very great being in school in the first day, most especially after a long period of time waiting for this day." It wasn't all roses and sunlight though. Some schools opened but had to send students home by mid-morning because teachers made a no-show. Education authorities responded immediately, however, and George Wo, Regional Director of the country's Education Ministry, said that all schools in the country must open by the 2nd of March or face fines. Liberia has more than 1 million enrolled students, most of whom have been keeping up with their lessons by radio. Nonetheless, we are very happy for this very positive show of progress. Today on Snapshot Africa, Veroni shares a picture of the road leading to the biggest market in Accra, Ghana, the Makola Market. Thank you.
It's time to take a quick break, guys, but you know that we have our special reports, we have our tech reports, all coming up later, so don't go anywhere.